Hello and welcome to the current energies reading for the month of September. The energy readings for feminine and masculine. I took 3 cards of my favorite oracle deck. It calls Rumi Oracle. Now this is a very popular and known, and yes, it's worth it, and most of all it's actually as if it would be made for twin flames. It's really incredibly how much it is said about being one in different bodies, and you can always, if you don't want anymore to just be so much merged because you want boundaries normal with your twin, you can always refer it as to God. Maybe it was meant that way, I don't know. But intuitively, I think it was made for twin flames. But it's good for everyone because this oneness is the answer. So I took 3 cards, as I said, masculine, feminine, and the advice. And it's incredible what I got, so you will see. The first card that I will read is the masculine, and you see on the card kind of a bit blurred situation, and then the shadow are some figures, and there are like something uncertain and confusing and everything blurred and mixed and matched, and you actually don't understand what's going on. You just see some colors, more shadows, as light and as brightness, but you see colors and you see light in the horizon, and you're not alone, which is very good in this, which is so good because you want someone maybe who is more out of it. Yeah, I can think that is some people who are maybe confused with the challenges of life as it is twin flame. Maybe there are twin flames this are caught up in this that they cannot help you and are not more surrendered or above it as you are, so they are maybe not so much helpful as well. Well, and this is for masculine, as I said, and because we are one, it of course always echoes in us, or it can even be interchanged. You can find yourself on some current energies more masculine, or it just echoes both as in me. So the card number is 12, and the name of the card is Divine Discontent. How sweet, isn't it? I never saw better card for Divine Masculine. And yeah, I picked it up. I didn't choose it. This is a new card that I became 2 days ago on my birthday. It's a birthday gift for myself. And I will read the card for you. So Divine Discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Rumi. How beautiful. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Well, it's all perfect. So there is a story behind this, and I try to read it for you. I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night, when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There is a piece, it is a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours, there is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. They need us. Yes, they do. Oh my God, they do so much. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing, for the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. Hmm, how you like it? So, and then we go further. I'm going to read it to you. There is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unamiable underlying sense of anxiety, that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet, as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep passion and longing that awakens for the divine. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. Over time, that longing will grow from a mild inner sense of incompleteness, needing to become whole. It will develop into a holy fever, a secret rage, a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of feet upon the altar, and a longing so deep and distressing that one may feel break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Where is my beloved? Cries the awakened heart. I call for my beloved, and yet I am here still waiting. I can stand this no longer. As devotion grows and passion for the divine intensifies, so too dulls this yearning. So much so that this may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine. Or perhaps you're not quite there yet. Your heart is attached to smaller gods such as your status, your job, your lover, your body looking a certain way, or being able to live your life in a particular way. The smaller gods are not necessarily an issue if you don't see them as one, yet you have drawn this oracle, and so it is guidance for you that the divine wants to draw you closer, and you want the divine closer. Sometimes that means we will have the meager meal wrested from our hands, so we may feast upon something far more delectable and grand. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. If there is a face of another below preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see that it is the divine below within you lover that you are loving, well then something will be done by heaven. Right? So make your relationships sacrosanct. Seek the divine in all things. When you cannot, when the power of lesser gods has you in its grip, acknowledge it, bear witness to it. Do not chastise, instead be truthful. Let your heart break and lie prostrate on the floor, hands clutching and head bowed, as though only your sadness and plight could stir the heart of the divine beloved into descent of succor and grace, saving you from a life far too blunt for your exquisite Epicurean palate. Just don't misinterpret the pain and think that something really is wrong. If you're surrounded by status and money and cannot understand why you should mourn, it is even more important that you allow yourself to do so. Mourning is to be felt, understanding is not so relevant. But if you must seek understanding, then know this, dear blazing angel, you are just waking from the deepest slumber, and with your awakening heart, you're realizing a truth. A part of you, deeper and wider, vaster and more instinctive, truthful and intelligent than your mind, is lonely for the divine embrace. This is right, this is sensible, this is sanity. It is the pain, the real noble pain of the heart that says there is something more than this inadequacy, the settling for plastic and set of precious gemstones. That must end now. I cannot be fed by pixelated sunsets in animation upon my computer screen. I yearn to be blasted by so much radiance and beauty, by the real thing, that I become stupefied, stupefied. I must witness so much divine splendor that all I can utter is some incoherent ground. Yeah, like I'm doing right now. My mind dissembled and my heart ignited by the presence of my beloved. I want to become a fumbling, ecstatic wreck in the presence of my beloved. I want to allow this pain, this yearning, this divine discontent to guide me to my holy lover, so my life may never be the same again. How beautiful! I'm just stunning because it's so true. This is incredible. Ooh. Yeah, my cat loves it too. And so it shall be. The discontent divine growing within you is the beginning, not the destiny. Its purpose is to lead you into your greatest connection yet with divinity. Do not resist it, witness it. Do not dismiss it, trying to cover up its smell with rose petals. Let your rank discontent be the pathway to divinity. Look beyond what has been prized and treasured, and is now found to be plated and not the precious gold it was once esteemed to be. Don't be scared, for you are my sidekick on the great holy adventure. I am here, you see, just around the corner. I have you in my sights, though you may not see me yet. I am holding a loaf of fresh bread, hot from the kitchen of the Creator, hoping to entice you with its wafting scent, tempting you to follow me on towards something of far more substance. If you are still stuck on pine-scented air freshener, imagining it is anything akin to the vast scent of the pine forest for real, then how can I tempt you? Let the stench be the stench, then the fragrance of gold can be discerned, and together we can leave what is left behind, once and for all, grabbing like hungry schoolchildren for the divine bread with sweet fresh scent filling the air. And there is to every card a honoring ritual. The first one we do together, and two more follow. You can do those rituals maybe on the intuition of feeling, like you can pause the video and do them another time if one is already enough. Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. With me? Doing it with you. And say the following. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, guide me now. I acknowledge the gratitude in my heart, genuine and fierce, and I acknowledge the hunger for the divine unfolding in my belly, the urging forward towards some unknown, undescribable secret satiety. Guide me to the holy table where the true feast awaits. I am no longer satisfied by stale crumbs or the remnants of another feast. I want to feast with the Holy One, the Great One, to know directly and for myself that I am divine. With your mercy, grace, and wisdom, guide me there, dearest brother of my soul. I cast my soul into your care and follow my nose. I follow my nose towards the sweetest scent of the holy feast. This is beautiful. Stay in this feeling as long as you like. You can dance, you can move, you can sing if you want. Stay breathing deeply with what feels right for you. And say aloud, moreover, I release that which is not worthy for my soul to feast upon. I do not decide this for myself from a place of distrust or judgment. I surrender my attachment and I trust in the sacred workings of life to present to me what is needed. I surrender, and sacred trust, I surrender. May my life be governed by law. Monia, as my head, Jesus. Be governed by law for the greatest good and in holy service to law now. So be it. There we go again to the divine feminine. My cat on my lap. So, and we have chosen, we draw, of course, a beautiful card for divine feminine, and the image on it and the name of it is just crazy. Not only this, as I see, is the number 29 together, 2 and 9. You can you can do this math as well, so you know how much it is. It is 11. Yes, and on the card we see a woman as if she would be totally out of flight with huge wings spread it, and as well her hands spread it as a give off light of her heart, which is full of light and love. So she is just like in constant giving because it's so much for her, this love and this light. And the card name is The Right Choice. I'm going to read this for you. Stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't minder aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. Rumi. Within you, I recognize my most trusted friend. We go back a long way to before that moment when time began. We knew each other then, even before that moment when time began. I read it already. We knew each other then, even it was actually very right, but what is the next sentence? We knew each other then, even before time was born. Oh, okay. It's just the same, but said differently. So I say, hello, my old and dear friend. So lovely for us to meet again. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love. For it is that love that is you, my most trusted friend. Of course it is. On the path of love, there is not so much wrong and right in the moral sense, so much as what is wrong or right for you. The mind cannot help so much here, only the heart can speak such truth. Your emotions and feelings, they are the language of your heart that is speaking to you all the time. The mind may reject it, recoil, analyze, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work and only lead to pain. That is what the mind does rather well, actually, but it doesn't mean the right choice, the heart choice, becomes incorrect. It means rather that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will need to bow to the heart, even without understanding its sometimes impenetrable mysteries. Or one can choose to stay in inner conflict fighting against the right choice, but eventually law will prevail, and the way forward must be taken. So, can you give up what you have planned, believed, or decided? Let the herd wisdom that silently and constantly broadcasts its pure and true intention into the fertile womb of the universe lead the way instead. It will lead you along the right path, to the right house, where sits the right master for you. He grabs you in a bear hug and gently whispers into your ear, "What took you so long? I've been waiting for you since the day you were born. Now we are together. It is time for us to play." Yes, yes. Oh my god, so true. Manya. She's playing to you already. Girl, so can you give up what you have planned, believe or decided? Oh, we've been here already? Yes. Why not repeat it again? Because it was so beautiful. It is said that one man's meat is another man's poison. To base your choices on what others have chosen for themselves may end up killing you. Better to take your risk on the angel of your own heart, wise as that being is, and dance your own heart rhythm instead. There may be fear if others seem to be dancing different steps, but beloved, you know that it's just because every heart has its own unique rhythm, and yours doesn't want to waltz so much as to tango. So why not allow it to be thus without fear or doubt? This oracle comes with a message for you. In your heart, you know what holds meaning for you. You may or may not have a grand vision to go along with that meaning as yet, but deep within you know what is without value and what holds value for you. You were born with those values intact in your heart, and whatever confusion has arisen for you along the way is just where the values of others have transfused into your own blood. It is time for transfusion of holy light into that blood to be cleansed and purified, restored to its integrity and filled with passion, what is rightfully yours, your unique passion and your unique purpose. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as an omen of good things headed your way. Clarity, reassurance, truth, and revelation. Don't hold on to a belief system or vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. That vision might actually have been upside down all this time, and suddenly able to right itself and be born for you if allowed to topple. Or perhaps there is a more fulfilling version of your vision lurking in its remnants, to be scooped up by your soul with its hawk vision and evil deftness. Trust that if you are being drawn away from a tantalizing sweet shop, there is a more delicious array of confection just around the corner for you. So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish soon when you realize the hand of the great beloved that removes is the same hand that bestows even greater gifts. And we have a ritual again. Turn the palms of your hands down towards the earth. Say aloud with gratitude and trust, I realize that which is not rightfully mine. Breathe. Open your hands up wide towards the sky and say aloud, I give thanks for the grace that is bestowed upon me now as I accept my rightful divine inheritance. Blow it out. All that you don't need, all the worries, confusion, blow it up, out to the universe. Stand with your hands in prayer as your heart and is open and say, I honor my heart wisdom right now. Oh, that's beautiful. May my heart always be my leading light, showing me the way of grace. So be it. I honor my heart wisdom right now. So you see the last card which I drawn for the advice, and it's so perfectly right. I don't believe that. And the card says the name of the card says commitment. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my god. So of the card we see a woman with long hair. Hair is a metaphor for experience, for your history, your life. So it's all with you, all of your wisdom always there. And and the woman is kind of as I can see or as I feel, she is driving something like a dragon, which or an celestial being, which is helping her and guiding her, always bring her there where she needs to be, and she's kind of full of determination, and one of her side is kind of taking the experiences and past with her, but she is more, with another hand, with another side, in the manifestation of right now, which is merging to the future, like it is one. And in this manifestation is light. It's just all light, all shining bright and making it all right. Light, like there is only light. There's only light, and she's a part of it. She's just a um. She's just a natural part of it, natural ray. Like she's shining this light upon everything. This transforming, healing, life-bringing light, which become. She becomes it. She's already it. She's fully it. Forever. Yes. This is the advice for both of us, which because we are one. So yeah, I will read it for you. The card of commitment. The awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. We are candles lit by the one great flame. The breath of life does not extinguish us. On the contrary, it only serves our flame to blaze brighter. Here, in the temple of one love, there is no flickering or smoke to our flame. We are natural in our purpose, simply to bring the warmth and light of love to life. We dance through our stillness. We dance, though we are stillness. We are on fire, though we do not burn. There is a flame that must be safeguarded. In truth, it can never be extinguished. It is the light that never goes out. Even with such enduring power, our recognition and respect of this flame is essential to human development. This flame is holy and lies within each human heart. And we discovered it already, we come it already. Oh yes, and it's unstoppable. When the flame is recognized for its worth, it ceases to flicker and smoke becoming very still. In the stillness, the light can fulfill its destiny to shine brightly so as to reveal every path absolutely clear and without wavering anymore in the fluctuation of fear or attachment. Desire does not have to be a hindrance on the path. It can show us our passions and help us find our purpose. However, the attachment that can come with desire, the belief that it can be sated only with one particular person, one set of circumstances, can cause us to stop looking at what the light is revealing to us, what is our purpose for this next stage of us, the way forward on our path in the here and the now, and instead try to forcibly conjure the shadows to become what we imagine they should be. When we stop seeing life as it is, showing up for us every moment and engaging with it as it is, we can become careless with the light of the heart. Our having and pathing to force what does not need to be forced can cause the heart light to flicker and waver. This can make our way seem uncertain, and doubts can crowd in upon us as the light is compromised in its purpose. We forget to trust in what because we get caught up in attachment and fear surrounding our desires. Rather than letting life move us, we try to move life. There is a way forward on your life path that needs to be seen by you now. It will be helpful for you to have that clarity and that certainty. You might have already caught a glimpse of it, but with doubt in your vision or yourself, this oracle comes just in the right time, as a reminder to you don't doubt what you're feeling deep within the passionate glow of your heart light is truth. It is real. You are being led into it by the progress of life and yourself itself. You must trust in this, even if it seems at times as though you are being led away from the vision. Life operates according to genius that is beyond linear approach. It is to be trusted rather than understood. There is enough challenge in the personal transformation being asked of you to simply take the steps. That is more than enough. You do not have to alpha create or control the terrain, nor determine the map for the journey. You simply need to take each step that presents itself to you in each moment. Ah, so truth. I feel you. I feel your energy. This is so beautiful. Don't let fear that your desire won't manifest, because you to try to bend life to your will. It is an unnecessary battle and one that will not serve your soul here. Instead, just show up, be present, attend to what is before you in each moment, and trust. Just trust yourself. Let the light of your heart take you into serenity that will bring you the balm of a solid core of comfort, even while the world shifts and changes according to the working of divine will. As you move along your life journey, step by step, the divine will is moving you to shining one into fulfillment of your destiny. Life is not working at cross purposes with you. Far from it. It is a co-conspirator with your heart. Come back to the stillness of the law within and know your heart light to be what it is, reliable and true, showing you the way even now in peace and stillness. So we'll do the last ritual together. If you can light a candle, we have already one. You can light one more for yourself. And if that is not practical, simply visualize or imagine a flame. Yes, see? In your mind's eye, but we have one. You can see even one. Very beautiful one Indian candle I have bought for us. And if you cannot do that easily, then simply say, I call upon the sacred flame of divine love now. Then say, the light of my heart does not waver. It is fixed by the will of the divine and lit by the greatest flame, forever light in the temple of one love. Rumi, who safeguards the sacred flame of love, together may we bear serene witness to the revelation of the light within, that the way will always be shown pure and true, and the courage to act when needed, and the patience to best serve love is found within our hearts. It's found there. Patience and courage, so be it. So, we've been very, yeah, very eager to to make it right, to surrender. And I think we are very, very fortunate and very, very blessed and steady. And yeah, we couldn't even imagine it, I think. I don't think we could have imagined it, but it is possible. It is. It is already. So there is so much more to come, and and you know. I bless you and see you the next month.